NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. So for the Spurs, their last game, a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They get it back. Here's Murray.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Boy, these two teams are on the rise, RJ. Some fantastic young talent on display on both sides.
Oh, the future is bright, and these guys are the future. But don't look over the present, because they are already so exciting to watch. It's going to be a lot of fun courtside.
Knocks down the three ball.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Inside. Wiseman. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, a couple Hall of Fame.
And Jones sends it back. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. It's a three-point game. Smith inside. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Out to the right wing. Cunningham looking it over. With the shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He takes it in. Wiseman. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Wiseman's got 6.
You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
The shot's good from Smith. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. There's the drive. And Cunningham with the slam.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an opening.
Booker's shot is good.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Substitution of Jordan. 1:53 left to play in the first. Ball feeling it out a bit. And Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power. Not just going for the layup. Solid at throwing it down deep inside.
Booker outside. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And he lays in the alley-oop.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here is Smith. 8 points for him. Here's Murray up on top. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit. Here's Ball. Latray. And Jones pulls it down.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Murray. And Murray with the second chance points. Murray's got 5 points so far.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Harden, no good. San Antonio leading. On the wing, Booker. Out to Smith. Lets it go from deep. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's ball. Pass to Duran. Detroit, no good that time either. Outside Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The three from Harden. No good on the last second attempt there. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Spurs out in...
The Pistons. 16.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers sometimes be overlooked, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
San Antonio leading by 3. Back to Williams. And Williams throws it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
From deep, Harden. Pistons keep it alive. Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
You just can't teach size and length, and Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
Here's Sasser. It's deflected. A steal. Outside Williams. There's the three. It's good from long range. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Reeves. Here's Ware. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And Cunningham with the slam.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all three levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. San Antonio leading by 6. Right wing. Here's Reeves. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Reeves has got his first 2 points. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
Always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
Fires the 3, and that one is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed. That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Into the lane.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Pistons trailed by 12. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Wiseman. He's got 8. One-on-one fast break. For the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Out to the wing. For 3, Bullock. And Ware pulls it down. Spurs leading by 12. Pass to Reeves. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. Beyond the arc. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide-open man there.
And Wiseman sends it back. It's up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
I just love watching how he handles the rock. I mean, an ability to get to wherever he wants on the floor.
And the layup falls. Ware's got 6.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
They get it again. Ball, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Now Cunningham. And he drives in. score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so Jones nails both of them. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Trailing by 19. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Booker outside. Pass to Smith. Kicks it out to Booker.
And the long reach of Wiseman, using it so well to just alter that shot on the way up.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Back to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. His three-pointers off the mark. Spurs leading by 19. Booker in the corner. Fades back. Second chance shot. Out to Smith. Lots of room. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Pass to Jones. Here's Livers. Murray outside. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And the basket by Livers.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Harden with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here is Duran. That one falls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Booker. Lets it go with a three. That one doesn't go. And Detroit the other way now. Harden, that's good.
Just superb work in transition. This is where he really becomes an absolute problem.
Down low. It's stolen by Smith. From deep. And the three ball is good. Smith's got 11 points.
See, he had time to line it up. And you know what? He's capable.
A nice shot by Booker.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
From deep, Harden. Rebound, San Antonio.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Pass to Booker. From the arc. That's in there. Murray with the assist. He's got 7. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But Now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Swiped it away. On the wing, Booker. 10 points for him. The drive by Smith. Left side, Jones. Back to Smith. 6 to shoot. Booker. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Booker's got 10 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
From 11 feet away. It's picked off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Spurs out in front.
The Pistons, 34.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here are the Spurs. On the wing, Booker takes a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Pass delivered. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal.
That's on Jalen Duren. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Bangs home the trifecta.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Wiseman. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons to the right side. Ivy with the bucket.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure looked good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better player.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Over in the corner, Williams. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Ball slams it in.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Reeves can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
To the left side wing. Here's Reeves. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Booker. Duran pulls it in. Here's Ball. Driving in. It's blocked. And they're able to recover. 12 seconds left in the game. On the wing, Booker. From past the arc. The shot comes out. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining